Hello, I'm Hortafarmer in Finland, and Horta means all edible wild plants. And this farm is the first Horta designated farm in Finland, and there are not many in the world. But by teaching here people who are excited about the idea, there will be more. But now I would like to present this house of the first Horta farm, and it is 120 years old, and it's a perfect example of the craftsmanship that people used to have in Finland, in the north in general, also in the north part of United States, because Finnish immigrants and like all Finnish people are more or less aboriginals living so close to nature, so they got very well along with the Native Americans. Also, they brought this technique building a log house that will take wind and storms and stay foot for a long time, because there is this special like cross joint logs, and they are specially carved in a way, and having these sticks inside the logs to make the structure very strong. They used to know how to change logs if they were getting rotten at the bottom of the house. It's like changing a tire. So here you can see the like a place where they put the support, and like they made out of wood, like a corkscrew. They were turning it to lift the house, like when you lift a car for changing tires. So they could change this, and the rest of the house was so good that even this house is 120 years old, and it's perfect. And if you look at the ceiling structure, there are many long beams, and there's the master beam in the center of this large room, which is a very large room, and there are no supports in the middle of the rooms. And it was a gathering place for many people in the village, because the post car was coming here. Even in the 50s, they would gather here on these benches, which is like 6-7 meters long, one tree. And trees, they were cut at the right position of the moon. There was a different position for making firewood or window. This is the original ceiling, and they used some oil tar blend, very natural, to make the surface of the exterior and the ceiling to last like as it was done yesterday. That's amazing. And think that they were just sawing, like a big saw, two men at both ends. They were sawing these logs out of fresh trees, and then leaving them to dry, and made it out of everything, like what was there handy. Like even the windows were made without nails, so they used these wooden sticks. And if they needed to buy glass, it was very thrifty, and you can see here like the pieces of glass are put together just out of the leftover pieces, and still they are good. And even the roof was made out of wood chips. And if they started to rotten and leak a little bit water, there was sand in the attic. So the sand would take the water which is leaking, and it was just like vaporing out. It didn't come inside the house. So that was even genius. It was not so much insulation because of the logs, and the wood is insulating as it is. And this thickness of log with a good oven will keep it warm even if it's minus 30 outside, which was and still is often the case in the winter. And if there's a lot of snow on the roof, it will be an extra insulation. And these pieces of wood, if they were used in the flooring, see here that it's cut smooth and sawed, and they made it smooth, and on the other side it's like rough with axe. chips of wood were changed regularly, but in later days there's a tin roof now because people are lazy. They don't do these anymore if they even can, because all these professions are going away. And we have a Gritan Hortafarm where we are teaching people to do these wood, stone, leather, cane, and textile out of wool, these handicrafts, because they are disappearing, and we feel somebody should keep them alive and make them in wider use. And these local people there love the idea. So everything was so practical, and all these wooden houses, they were placed apart from each other, because especially sauna, because sometimes smoke sauna that it can catch fire. So if it catches fire, not everything is burned. You can get there to put down the fire in one place, but if everything is connected, you lose everything. That could kill you in the old days when you are in the middle of the forest here, and in the winter there's not many days to survive then if you lose everything. It's amazing how people can get used to living in different conditions. And like in Finland, the growing period is very short, like 3-4 months. And in the old days, they were very particular to use even the night time, because it's very light here in the, like from May to still in August, it's very light in the night. Living here is living in the past, with no sewage or water pipes, and that's why I can just close down this place and go to Crete or Andalusia, where I'm staying over the winter. So there's no damage done because of the piping is missing. So we only have this outside toilet and compost and stuff, and the well water. So we are, in many things, we are off grid, and this is the future. And we have good digital connections here in this village, which is like 50 people, very far from even the center of Dracula, which is in the middle of nowhere. We have light cable, so the connection is better than in Helsinki area. That's crazy. Like, that creates a chance to have living here and I'm doing my web courses and making a posting of this video, and then you should just subscribe this amazing video series to know about this crazy life, how it used to be. You can still live it, and you are welcome to study and try it. We have more and more of these places where you can actually stay. We call them lifestyle residencies, where you learn to downshift, to eat properly, to listen to yourself, to be present, and yet you are working and you are more efficient, like we in your distant work. And if we have even children here, they are doing distance school, which is allowed in Finland. That we have kids coming also to Crete from Finland to study there, and we have several adults doing the teaching. It's completely okay, and normally the results of school, they just come up because there are not too much noise or distraction there when you are home taught. So subscribe this video, and every Sunday I promise to give you more news and amazing facts about this lifestyle with the nature, being part of nature, eating naturally, and just enjoying it, and being healthy, like me, 69 now, and no medication, nothing. Like, okay, I can show you, like, eating horta can make you very flexible, even like this. So why not you start doing it too?